Hello dear students, this is Mushtaq from MC Society Institute of Pharmacy Azam campus. Today we are going to learn about the pharmacology and toxicology practical. Experiment 2. Title of the experiment: Introduction to Computers and its Part. Outcomes: the student will be able to describe the concept of computers and its parts. Second, the student will be able to operate the computers. Proposition number 1 about hardwares. So, in hardwares, most important part of the computer is central processing unit, which is also called as microprocessor. This part of computer is concerned with process instructions, performs calculations, manages the flow of data, and execute program instructions. CPU receives the program from an input source such as keyboard, from memory, or from storage disk. As we know that today's world we are well versed about the computers, and we have already seen the CPU cabinets, etc. And this CPU is called as the brain of computers. Second most important part in computer is memory. There are two types of memories present in a computer. First one is read only memory, that is called ROM. It is built into system and can be read but not erased. The memory cannot be erased from this part. When we switch the computer off, the main function of ROM is to hold the permanent operating instructions for computers, such that the data will not get lost, and all the instructions are stored in the ROM only, by which the computer operates as a normal unit. And second type of memory is called random access memory, which is also called as RAM. It is used to store data in the computer for processing. So when the RAM is more powerful, the processing of computer is also very fast. Here in RAM, the contents are written, read, and changed by the microprocessor, and the microprocessor is operating under the control program of instructions stored in the ROM. The memory is volatile and erased when computer is switched off. So we have to save the data which we are processing before switching off the computer. So we have two types of memory, that is ROM and RAM. Next, storage. So we can store the data in two types of disk or drive. First is hard drive, or is also called as primary drive, which are installed within the internal operating system and is directly linked to the processing unit. So the data will come out from the hard drive and processed by the CPU, holding the memory in RAM. Second type of storage is called secondary storage. Here we can store the data and we can attach to the microprocessor so that external information can be transmitted into the system. So nowadays we use pen drives, DVDs, floppies, CDs, etc. Next, workstation. So to perform the various functions, we require a workstation along with the CPU, memory, etc. It is equipments used by the computer to operate, to run the computer. It consists of a keyboard, which is similar to typewriter. Next is a monitor. It is a screen which is used usually to operate the system. Next are to take the output of the data which we have processed, we use printers. It is a device which prints the information based strictly on the commands given to it by the microprocessors. So we already know about printers and various types of printouts. Next, proposition number 2, just we have learned about the hardware. Now we are going to learn about software. So software includes a program and data. What is program? A program is a sequence of instructions which directs the computer to perform specifications. The hardware will run according to the programs. Okay, so in program the instructions are given in step by step manner, and the hardware will perform the work as step by step, same as the software has given it. Next is data. So data are collection of characters, numbers manipulated by programs. So the above software will manipulate the data. So programs and data are assigned different file names. And the last proportion number 3, that is LAN, that is called local area networks, which we connect one computer with another computers. So it is a network with computers and its peripheral devices in close proximity. So we can connect one computer with another computers and we can use it. So the connection will be done by cable telephone, coaxial or fiber and optic, such that we can transmit the data from one computers to another computers. So what we have learned? We have learned about computers. First thing, computer has two parts, hardware and software. Hardware consists of central processing unit, memory. Memory has two types, ROM and RAM, that is read only memory and random access memory. After that we have seen the storage types, that is hard drive and disk, floppy, CDs. And then we have seen the workstation, which is used to operate the computer, that is keyboard, monitor, etc. Then we have seen the printers, which are used to print the information. And then we have seen about the softwares, which are a sequence of instructions which directs the computers to perform specification. And the last, LANs, that is network with computers and peripheral devices. Thank you.